Perfect. Well, again, thank you guys for joining. Again, this is just a basically like a recap or basically a 2020 your wins, losses, etc., and what are your goals for 2021. This is kind of like what we wanted to do because it was the end of the year, and we thought it would be best to kind of share. And if anyone on here has any input onto how to achieve one of your goals, then obviously that's why we're here. We're here to learn and share and so on. So I actually kind of wanted to start real quick, and it's funny. So I was writing down my wins and losses for the year, and I don't know if we're programmed to forget our losses, but I definitely wrote down more wins than losses. Um, was it yeah, obviously it was a crazy year, things happen, but I don't want to get into every single one, but all I can say is that the knowledge that I've learned from 2019 to 2020, the end of it, um, is literally as much as I learned in my bachelor's degree. Um, I've dove completely deep into real estate. I was into it before because I had a rental property, but I didn't really know too much. Like I knew what I knew. I knew Airbnb, and I knew how to manage the property, and but I really didn't, because I just thought, hey, let me go ahead and purchase this property in 2018. Let me go ahead and manage it. But that's what I did. I took action. It was 2.5 hours away. Um, there was definitely some failures there, but I've learned from it. So, um, I basically would say that the what I really came up with was my wins for 2020 were definitely like I said, more superior than any other year. I've learned completely from online and taking courses and taking action and building a SoFlo REI to where we can join every month and talk about what we've done. It's just been a eye-opening year for us. I don't know for you, but definitely for me. Um, you know, and moving forward to now, one of my goals was to purchase a duplex. And right now I'm under contract on a duplex. It took me about 3 to 4 months to actually get my offer accepted because I have been literally outbid every single offer that I put in because of the overflow of investors coming into Florida, which is good, right? Because that the area is growing. People are moving from California. People are moving from New York. It's happening now. So people are flocking over here, and literally, I've there's a few strategies that I've done, not myself, but my realtor as well. My buddy Chase, who's helped me throughout the whole process. Um, we came up with a pretty good strategy to beat out two cash offers with my FHA offer. I'll get into it later, but I just wanted to kind of go over that. It was very short. Again, like I have, two pages full of wins and losses, but I'm thankful that I've had the connection to that what I had 2020, and I wanted to hear from you guys and what your goals are for 2021 and your wins and losses. We have about an hour, so feel free to talk, and ask questions. So whoever wants to go, feel free, and we'll move on.
Tanisha, go for it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for putting me on the spot, Bobby. You enjoy that. All right, guys. Well, I haven't really written my goals that I'm trying to project for 2021, to be honest with you, because I am currently kind of like busy as well. So for 2021, I do want to, mean, I joined hands with Bobby means I've known Bobby for a long time. Geez, I don't even know how many years, but to be working with him on level like he's at, definitely investments is gonna be my new niche. I've been in real estate for a long time, like
Mhm.
since 2000. I started in mortgage. I was in IT, but it's funny how I got into mortgage business, and then it was uphill from there. Made tons of money. Um, did commercial, did residential, then flipped in Central Valley, Tracy, Antigua, Lodi. So been there, done it. So two things that I really want to focus on is I am licensed in California and Florida.
Mhm.
Two things I really want to focus, and that also, with Bobby being my mentor, is wholesaling and also investing with a pool of investors. Maybe not solo, but definitely pool of investors.
Mhm.
Have like that common joint tenancy, that where you buy a huge complex and you can have a piece of a pie. So that's definitely my goal in 2021, and helping, of course, spreading my wings in other ways, in other aspects as well. Doing regular, commercial is definitely the way to go. And definitely I want to learn from you guys about like wholesaling and investing. That is my 2021.
Very nice.
That's it.
Good.
That's great. And I'm glad that Bobby invited you because so far, Bobby and I have been talking for what, a few months already, and yeah, I mean he's I mean, yeah, you like from already, like I've already learned a lot from you, definitely, and with the off market connection that I have, and you and I working together on this, I mean, I couldn't really have done it without you, or get to this step without you. So I thank you for that, and I can definitely see how Bobby can be a mentor, and um, I'm blessed
Well,
to have you.
we're gonna do this together, all of us. We're in this together as a team, and I felt like Tanisha, you know, having somebody like Eric and Rick surrounded by people that are like-minded, that are
Mhm.
uh, you know uh, willing to share, they're willing to support each other. That's what it's all about. But like I love Eric's energy. He's out there making offers. He's hustling. He's analyzing the numbers, like how to house hack, how to uh, you know I love it, and he's already having success with his offer getting accepted. Like that's 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 awesome, and
Mhm.
we'll do other bigger things in Florida, hopefully 2021.
Definitely. I just want to put it out there. Sorry to interrupt. It's just I want to say one thing. I had a mentor one time, and he was, I won't put his name out there because he's retired. He owned almost one fourth of San Francisco. So I got a chance to work with him for about 6 to 7 months, and then him and his wife, they retired in Europe, and then they came back, and then he said, I want to say goodbye. But anyway, he said it once. Every time you would sit and talk to him, he would say, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Make one offer a day. What's going to happen the most? It will get rejected. It will get counter offered. It will do whatever it happens. Find a property and make an offer. Just put it out there. It's not going to hurt anyone. Believe me, if it gets accepted, make like 6 to 7 offers a week. That's what he said. He said that's what he did it. Old school, old fashioned way. He would make one offer a day. And out of 7 offers, maybe one or two will get accepted, or maybe not. You're playing, it's a gamble game, it's a numbers game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And always lowball it, always lowball your offer.
Oh, yeah.
Never pay a full price.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Rick,
And
Rick,
I always do like 40, 50,000 down. And I'm like, okay, I need a credit from a buyer. That's how I used to negotiate my contracts. And so far, never got any rejections on seller is going to pay for this, that. Closed mouth don't get fed. That's how I know. You have to open your mouth and ask.
Love that. Love it. Rick and I have actually been talking. Well, we've talked about it before about lowball offers, and you know, I soon want to get to a point where I'm making offers myself without a realtor, because I do kind of feel like that. You know, there's a blocking there, and I understand as a realtor, you don't want to send the other offer as it's a lowball offer, and you know, like hey, that number is like 30% less, you know. But I get it, but I can't wait to the day when I can just push that button and be like, here's my offer, here's my offer,
Yeah.
here's my offer. So like I totally understand. And yeah, I absolutely love how you said 7 to 8 offers a week. It's numbers, you know, numbers game.
It's a numbers game. Yep.
Yep.
And you have to find those desperate sellers pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Those are hurting. That's where you kind of like you press the pain and then you just go with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Deontay, you're with us? I want to get his feedback on something. Rick,
Yes, sir.
Rick, you said that you've been hunting for some particular ways of obviously getting off market deals.
Yes.
You want to kind of explain a little bit about like where you've been going and what you've been trying to do?
Sure. So I guess I'll go a little bit from the beginning. I really just started in real estate. I would say July of this year, June, July of this year. That's when I really made a decision where it was going to be real estate, no plan B. This is all there is. Um, how can I say? I don't feel like I have any losses for this year. I haven't done a deal yet. I was under contract on a short sale, but the short sale fell through because the bank didn't want to meet the price that we were looking at. But I don't look at it as I had a loss. I look at it as a learning lesson. I've been learning so much through reading and podcasts and joining these groups that we have. I think the pandemic has brought something, we could look at the negative side of it, but to me, the positive side of it is I was able to network with people that I may not have been able to network if it wasn't for the pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, we wouldn't be having all these Zoom calls. Everybody would be in their own world for the most part, and the Zooms didn't really happen like that. But with this, we've been able to network with people from California, New Jersey, just in different parts of the country. And for me, like Tanisha was saying, I agree with that in the sense of making offers. My model right now is I'm really on the search for off-market deals. So the marketing schemes that I've used so far is direct mail marketing to owners. I do a lot of driving for dollars. I've started some bandit signs around my area, and I've been doing some door knocking along the way as well. My business model is more of a funnel. What I want to have is have leads come in and funnel them out, whether they're rentals, whether they're flips, or whether they're wholesales. I want to be able to build a network. But right now, my main focus for 2021 is getting that first fix and flip or that first wholesale, whichever comes first. But yeah, that's the marketing schemes that I've been using. My thing is old school. I think it's about relationships. I think it's about building relationship with realtors, with your neighbors, with people around. I read in a book yesterday where it says people do business with people they like,
They
they
like.
trust,
Mhm.
and they feel comfortable with. So my thing is I want to build that type of business where I build genuine relationships with people and do business with them and build trust. I eventually want to get into using other people's money. I want to build a track record where people would say, "Hey, I could give you, a 12% return on your funds. Using people that have IRAs, people that have money just sitting there, and I could utilize that to do the BRRRR process. And eventually, I want to have my own portfolio, but I also want to build with teams because I know there's power in team. So I'm just trying to find out my niche of where I fit in a team. So I'm reading a lot of books on negotiation, a lot of books on team building, and just in general. But that's kind of like where I'm at right now, and just excited to see where 2021 goes.
Awesome.
Like that, Rick.
Love it.
Appreciate it.
When you're ready to borrow money, let me know.
Hey, Bobby, I got you. Don't worry, brother. I'm just I'm coming. I'm coming. I gotta.
I'm gonna borrow from Eric, and I'm gonna add 2% to it, and lend it.
That's how they do it, brother. Yeah. Just I'm just trying to stay positive. Because I really do believe what they say. Real estate is a long ball game, man. It's it, the if it was so easy, everybody would do it. I start to realize that it's the ones that stay persistent, the ones that do not give up, the ones that learn from where they are, and that's what I've learned in the last 6 months, man. And I'm excited for the next 10 years and see what real estate, the ups and downs of it. So we'll
Right.
see, definitely.
Good stuff. I don't know if John or Deontay, they've been quiet.
Well, I think John's working. I've met John through a mastermind group, and he's a great guy, and I wanted him to come along, but he's I think he's working right now. So he's like, I'll listen in,
Working
Rick.
as well.
Yeah,
There's Deontay.
I'm still on the
there's
clock.
Steve. Deontay's still
Still on
working
the clock
himself,
as
man.
well.
You still
He's
clock driving around?
multitasking.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm trying to make it back home. Once I park, I'll be able to pay attention to the screen and talk to you guys.
Focus on the driving. Focus.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And guys, you'll have to forgive me too. I'll have to leave like in 10 minutes. I'm going to see someone at the hospital, ICU.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yep. Not COVID.
Oh, I hope
Everybody gets all like alerts, red flags on COVID. It's not COVID related. Yeah.
But Tanisha, it's nice meeting you. Hopefully, we can continue to see each other.
Yes,
And
definitely.
and any help that you may need with any of the marketing, the little marketing that I do know down here, I'll be more than happy to share that and join forces, however it works. And I just want to see everybody win, man. That's my goal.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And if Bobby's okay, Bobby, do you mind if I can just share my number with them?
Yeah. Share your
Okay.
email and your number, and you're in very good hands with Eric, Rick, Deontay, John, everybody. They're good people, and you'll really be. Yeah, there you go. Just share your email and phone number.
And guys, also, when Bobby's in town, let's meet for a cup of coffee or
Definitely.
lunch or something. Definitely. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely look forward to this. But I still have about 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So real quick, I actually I did not say any of my 2021 goals. Okay. So there's a few of them on here that are like longer term, but own a multifamily. So hopefully the 13th is when I close. So hopefully I can just cross that one right off my list.
Awesome.
Partner with experienced investor to purchase off market or on market properties. So that's definitely that's like number 2, right? So that's basically the next goal I want to achieve. Build funds for 2022. I want to purchase another duplex or triplex or quadplex. That's my personal. So I need to build funds for 2022. Let's see here. everyone said put a number on it, right? And I get it, it's true, right? You have to put some sort of number, but I'm looking to build, like, this is more like a 3-year plan. Looking to build additional 10 grand monthly for passive income in real estate.
Okay.
That's my goal. Let's see here. Now this is funny, but it says potentially settling down with the right lady. It says
That
five.
is sweet.
That's
Very sweet.
It says 5-year plan with the smiley face.
Man.
And then this one is the 5-year. This is hopefully next year. But I want to build SoFlo REI to at least 1,000 members. I know that's crazy, but 1,000 members means people could sign up here, or they can just look at the recordings after. It doesn't really matter. I just want to build a community. I was thinking about obviously just building it here, but because of COVID, it expanded to other areas. And
Definitely.
that's basically one of my and actually this is a 15-year goal. I don't know if you want to hear this, but my 15-year goal is to own 500 doors with basically $1 million of income. So.
Nice. Awesome.
Very nice. Very nice.
I mean, it's there. Can I achieve it? Possibly. But now I know it in my head. I wrote it down. I actually wrote it down on a whiteboard here.
Nice.
So I mean, I don't know if that's really permanently writing it down, or if I can just start crossing things off. That's
right.
So,
have you guys been involved in wholesaling here in Florida yet, or no? You guys haven't gotten your hands in there yet.
I think I would consider myself a hybrid, Tanisha. I think the way that I market like a wholesaler.
Okay.
So like I said, I haven't done any deals yet, but I feel it's funny. I had a conversation with a wholesaler the other day, and he said, "You sound like a wholesaler." The way that he explained to me, I said, "No, man, I'm an investor." But I haven't done any deals, but I would consider myself more of a hybrid currently right now. But yeah, I think I'm starting to understand a little bit how the wholesale world works and their marketing schemes and how they go about it. But I'm still learning though. But I think I'm on that path as well.
Awesome.
Deontay, you know about wholesale, don't you?
Yeah, starting out in real estate, that's my primary path of is wholesaling. But everybody that I talk to and meet out here it's got a negative connotation down here in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, it's so nobody likes wholesalers here in Florida for some reason, and
wow.
It's actually true.
It is?
Nobody likes wholesalers here because it's so much bad business that's gone on. I actually stopped at a property, a for sale by owner property today, and she said that a group of investors, wholesalers, have been trying to get the property, and they've been throwing lowball offer after lowball offer after lowball offer. They won't even come out and see the property. So she said, when you called, I thought you were another one of those wholesalers. So, but I was actually just, I didn't come off as a wholesaler. I was coming off as somebody that was interested in the property because I was actually interested in the property. But yeah, it's just most people I meet down here, it's always something negative about wholesalers. I have not yet met one buyer or one person that's an investor that's like, oh yeah, I like wholesalers. So it's just. But we were talking about goals, it's just 2021. I've actually redirected my goals. I haven't talked to Rick and E, but I've been looking more into condos, man. I've been finding condos for $35,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and I feel like I can grab a couple of those. So for the first quarter of the year, my plan is to pick up 3 condos, buy and rent. I don't see any money in flipping condos, but I want to buy and rent. My my goal for 2021 is for the first quarter of the year is buy and rent 3 condos, but also wholesale 3 to 5 properties a month. A month. Somewhere between, I'm not going for the high ball as far as 10, 15, $20,000. I've humbled myself and decided to be more conservative. I'll take between $2,500 and $5,000, because if I can push for that and, wholesale maybe 3 to 5 deals a month, and take off between $2,000 to $5,000, that's bringing in a good $15,000 to $20,000 extra, supplementing my income. So I don't have to. I put more stress on myself when I want those high. When they're marketing, oh, you can be a wholesaler, you can make a $10,000 check, or you can make a $15,000 check. But what they don't tell you about is a lot of wholesale deals go on where you're only making $2,000. So let's say I can bring in five of those deals, and I can start to build my buyers list a lot easier when they see that I'm not trying to take so much off the top. So I just started to redirect my goals. So right now, for 2021, my short-term goal for that is for the first quarter to pick up 3 condos, buy and rent, and better my process in wholesaling, better my wholesaling process to where I can wholesale 3 to 5 properties a month.
Awesome. Deontay, where I come from, I personally don't like HOAs. So, and Bobby can relate to that. In California, it's means the way the HOAs treat people here in Florida is like a stepchild. And the community I live in, it's just like, HOA is like that mafia that has overtaken Florida. And not to be negative, but I was just chatting with Bobby last night, and I was like, there are 2 things that I would not do for my client, unless they ask. If they want to live in HOA community, or if they want a country club membership. I will not put that pressure on them, because I've seen so many people defaulting on HOAs, and HOAs is like that bug, that virus that just sucks the ish out of your property and do not want to leave. So I'm like, I'm sorry. If I do ever invest, it will not be, I'm not giving a penny to HOA. I'm sorry. I'm not feeding the mafia here. So sorry, nothing to be negative, but I don't like HOAs. Sorry.
That's completely understandable, because I personally will never live anywhere where there's an HOA.
God, it's why they're so bad here in Florida.
Right. It's 2 things that I hate: is code enforcement. Not hate, but I strongly dislike when it comes to owning, is code enforcement and HOA.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you said, they are the mafia. They'll come and hit you with a code enforcement just for something with a tree, or something with with your grass or anything like that, and they're hitting you with interest out of the boo-ha. But if you know how to correctly negotiate, then you can actually have those violations to
and
come
they're
down.
Angry. Yeah, they're angry for some reason. They are
always
so angry. And
I've heard so many stories.
The realtors who work with these property management companies, and they run the HOA offices along with them, those realtors are these old, oh God, forgive me for saying this, old farts. Like, they just want to they think you have to cater to them, instead of like they giving them you service. You just have to say like, oh, I have to bow to you. It's that mentality. And I'm like, where California is like #1 market beside New York, and Florida is just like a little tail dragging behind it. But it's just, I'm sorry, but the way we do business in California is totally different. The way business is done here in Florida.
Definitely.
No one shows up on time. They think they're just like entitled.
Yeah, and to add to Deontay's point in regards to the view of wholesalers down here, I would agree with him in the sense of the view, and I think what lacks is and it's an issue. You would have upper hand, I would think, if you do decide to do wholesaling, because you also have the view of the actual flipper at mind. So I think the problem that a lot of wholesalers have is they don't understand the construction side of it,
Mhm.
or what a actual investor is going to be doing. We have holding costs,
Mhm.
we have construction costs, we have to pay for insurance and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And a lot of them, they don't. When I look at the numbers, or when I look at deals that come from wholesalers down here,
Mhm.
I don't see that spread there for me, for me to be able to make money as well. I think, like Deontay said, they try to reach for the $20,000-$30,000 assignment fees, and they're not leaving any meat on the bone for the actual investor on it. So I
Right.
think if we could create a niche where we're understanding that, as you being an experienced investor from California, you're able to understand, hey, I know he's going to have to spend this, and that amount of money on construction, and you could tailor your deals off of that. So I think that's where a lot of the wholesalers down here, they get a bad rap. And a lot of them, what they do is they don't even have them under contract. They just they throw them out there hoping you want to get it, and then they'll go ahead and put it under contract, or they'll put it under contract and they'll never close on the deal. So you leave the homeowner out in the wind.
Right.
So that's what I hear a lot from a lot of people. But I think there's an opportunity, where there's
Right.
lack, there's
Mhm.
opportunity for those that really want to do it right. So I think, like I said, that's where I think a lot of wholesalers down here have that issue.
But
Uh,
I have to cut it short, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
right, Bobby, I'll chat with you later.
Sounds good.
It was nice meeting each one of you, and hope to
Absolutely.
definitely carry on next time soon.
Sounds
Good
good.
luck
Definitely,
with
Tanisha. Take care.
every venture. Bye.
Take care, Tanisha.
You too.
take care,
Bye-bye.
Tanisha.
Bye,
But
Tim.
yeah, I just want to piggyback off of what Rick was saying. I feel like a lot of those guys, man, they're cutting corners, taking shortcuts, and they try to get those big money payouts. And with enough experience, with enough experience in building that rapport and those relationships with the buyers, then that's when you'll be able to get those $10,000 wholesale deals. But I never understood why they skip they skip the repairs part, understanding the repairs when they try and because there's so many formulas out there to try and figure out your maximum allowable offer and things like that. But you know, trying to understand, and that's where I get stumped a lot, to be honest, is trying to understand um, if I'm going to wholesale this deal to a renter, or if I'm going to wholesale this deal to a flipper, or you got to understand who your audience is, who your end buyer is. So I get stumped when it comes to trying to figure out the numbers when it comes to the repair costs and things like that, so because you want to include that when you're trying to do your comps and everything and understand what you need to offer and things like that. So I feel like for myself, if I leave a spread to where I'm only shaving off, a lot of people call it leaving money on the table, but hey, at least I'll build that relationship with this buyer and he'll come back and he'll say, okay. And then later on down the line, I say, hey, look, Rick, I've been giving you houses, wholesaling you houses for the past couple, whatever time, I kind of want to go up on my fee. How do you feel about that? And then, you already like me. I already like you. Okay. You want $5,000 now, or you want $7,000 now? All right, cool. We can do that, you know? So that's how I see it.
That's
Definitely,
how it
definitely,
should be.
Definitely.
definitely, definitely. So,
Yeah, awesome.
so Bobby, what do you got going on? What do you want to see for?
What,
I want to hear. But I want to hear the
I wanna hear
OG on the podcast. I want to hear the
20,
OG talk for
2021.
2021.
Yeah, 2021 goals.
Eric is the OG, but so look, 2021 was, 2020. Considering we were in a pandemic, um, and we all got a little, shock with, we had some eviction issues. I'll be honest with you. Personally, I ran into some of the properties that I own. I'm running into some tenants that are giving me some problems. So going back and forth with the attorneys, and we win some, we lose some. but honestly, I gave my tenants that were contacting me and saying they were having challenges. I said, fine, let's drop your rent to 50% of what you were paying. You're getting your unemployment checks. You're getting help from the city. All that, right? I try to bend over backwards for them, but some of them were kind, and they said no problem. They continued to work with me. A couple did not want to work with me, so then we had to go to court. It's gonna show up as an eviction on their record. It's gonna cost me a bunch of money. That part was not fun. Uh, Overall, what happened is when $3 trillion of the federal government printed $3 trillion, so it went into two areas: the stock market and the real estate market. So if you owned real estate, you were happy. If you owned stocks, you were happy. Unfortunately, the rich got richer. Okay, and to me, that's sad, because the people, okay, there are the people who are unemployed. They're going to stay on welfare. They're going to stay on Section 8. They have no desire to go look for work. Okay, they're taken care of. Government's going to continue to pay for them. They're going to give them food stamps. They're going to pay for Section 8. But then there are people who want to work: restaurant workers, people, waiters, cooks, landscapers, people that want to work, but they couldn't, right? Those are the people that the government should have helped more, right? But the way I see it, all my wealthy friends, they just got richer, right? Because they own stocks, they own real estate. And you look at any market, whether it's Miami or New Jersey or New York, or except for maybe New York and San Francisco, every other market, whether it's Kansas City, Dallas, Austin, Houston, every market went up. So to me, the rich got richer. Um, but the people that needed the help the most they got a little bit of help, but not enough. Anyway, that was my point. I was able to. It was bumpy, we did acquire a property management company. So this time I said I'm going to change my strategies. So 6 months ago, I met with some of my partners, and now instead of buying the real estate, we bought a property management company, because the property management company will always collect their 8%, 10%. And in this case, we came across an opportunity where the property management company owned a lot of homes in the Midwest. So that was a huge acquisition. We bought the company for 2.3 million, and then the assets that it manages are at $60 million worth of assets. And if we increase the profitability of that fund, then we as property managers, we have an upside. Besides collecting the 8% or whatever we're collecting, we have an upside built into the contract. So that was a good win. It's been challenging. We had to hire a bunch of people and all that, but I'm a partner. It's a 4-person team, but we have employees, we have project managers, we have contractors, we have leasing agents. Anyway, so that was a big win. I did. So my losses were the unfortunate evictions that I had to. I'm still going through that, and there's no winners. The only winners are the lawyers. I'm not a winner. The tenant is not going to be the winner. The only winner is the lawyer. So the only other thing that happened that was positive, look, I'm almost done with the website, and not yesterday. yesterday. We signed a contract to build. There's a technology that we're buying, and the attorney. We had to get an attorney involved, so the attorney's writing up the contracts. Looks like it's going to go through. And then Rick, when you are ready to do Burr, using our technology, we will be able to fund your deals very easily, very efficiently, and what I would say to you is, as you settle into Springfield, uh, get a good contractor. Like the rehabber, the person who's going to work on those properties is going to be your key uh, partner, right? So
Exactly.
just keep that in mind.
Definitely.
But whether you have to share some of the profit, whatever you got, without a good partner on the rehab side,
Yeah.
you're gonna run into a lot of problems.
A lot of problems. Question, Bobby, in regards to your I have a couple questions here. So you said the properties that you have the issues in what state are they located in?
Yeah. Well, they're in Indiana.
Indiana. Now, do you guys run like a syndicate? Are you guys a syndication that you for partners and stuff like that, and then
That one,
raise funds?
that one is through a syndication.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
in that one, we yes, that's a syndication. But the problem that I'm personally having problems in is
Mm,
also in Indiana, and
mm.
there's a myth on internet that says invest in red state. Well, Indiana is a red state, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's more complicated than that. There
Mm,
are within the red states, there are jurisdictions where the judges
mhm,
are pro tenants. Okay,
mm,
uh, so it could be, for example, Florida could be a red state. I think it's a red state, but maybe Miami and Fort Lauderdale and Orlando are blue. Okay, or
yeah.
they're tenant friendly. Okay, I don't know, but there are people that are making these generalizations saying invest in red state. Well, Texas is a red state, but I know of problems where people are having problems in Texas or Indiana or Kansas. So it's case by case. Uh, but usually the evictions are faster than, let's say, like
Mm,
a California or a Massachusetts or New York. Uh, Rick, when you settle in, you'll really want to get to know the landlord rights, or
yes.
because man, they can cause you a lot of grief.
A lot of grief, I'm sure. I'm sure, Bobby. I appreciate the advice. Yeah, definitely. I've been looking at the laws. I've been trying to read through some of the laws. Um, you know, I know it's. I hope to try to. Um, I know I'm not gonna be able to avoid it because it's part of the process. I'm really trying to key in on my criteria for rentals and stuff like that. But I know it's still gonna happen. But like you said, it's about learning. But other than your syndication, do you have any stuff that you do on your own, or is it all through your syndication that you
No, no,
have the
no. I do
properties?
stuff on my own. I'm a private money
Oh,
lender on my own.
okay.
I have, the website I shared with Eric maybe a couple of months ago.
Yeah, I remember. Mhm.
That one has come a long ways. Eric. I know Eric found some bugs in it. We fixed those, but we keep working on it every day. We and my partner, we added a bunch of new features. We'd love to show them to you one of these days, maybe next year sometime. But
Yeah.
that's come a long ways. We got our first investor in the company, so he's agreed to put some money into the company. He's a friend of mine that I've known for a long time. We've done a lot of deals together. So he brings a lot of deal flow to the platform, and also capital that we needed. So yeah, things are, no complaints. My goal is in Q1 of 2020 would be to move to Miami. Eric and I have been talking about building some strategies. Tanisha is an old friend of mine. She knows real estate, but she's going to need like some guidance from you guys for local stuff. You know, I think she's a commercial broker for a commercial lending company as well. So,
Nice.
but she hasn't gotten her hands dirty like you guys have. But you know, Eric, life is good, brother. You know, no complaints, no COVID.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
all blessed. You know, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna be my next question. When am I gonna be able to meet Bobby in person? Have a coffee with you, or have a drink with you. Either way.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping for February. I did. I am taking a little vacation. I'm going to Brazil in January.
Nice.
If they let me go. So
If they let you go, right?
Our flight is there's the second, right? And I'm
yeah. We're going together. I thought.
And the room that we have is right. Yeah, it's right
on the beach. It's on the beach.
And yeah.
It's on the beach, right?
Hey,
Well,
Eric, let's
great,
set a
Bobby.
goal. Okay, guys, this is what I do with my friends. Okay. So Eric, John, and Rick, set a goal. We do a deal together one day. Okay. And then, if the deal makes money, right, then we take a vacation. Right. That's
Nice.
how I reward myself.
That's a good one.
I like that.
That's a good one, Bobby. That's a good one.
I do.
Definitely a good one.
Yeah. That's no, I mean that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the steak dinner that I have with my two really good friends. I'm a Dolphin fan, one's the Eagles fan, and one's a Vikings fan. At the end of the regular season, whoever has the worst record buys each other steak dinner. So we fly out wherever, and we have steak dinner. You know.
Wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
So it's been going on
That
for
is
4
nice.
years. I purchased 2 years in a row. So, you know.
Well, this year you're not gonna have to purchase. I don't think, Eric. I think this year you're safe. This year, brother.
Yeah,
You're safe, but
definitely safe. Definitely safe.
definitely. Well, gentlemen, it was a good time. I'm gonna get going because I got to do some cold calling practice with Mello in a
Yes.
little bit. I really want to sharpen my skills, man, and hopefully, Bobby, I can find some off-market deals for us, man. And
Let's do it.
and you know, we're gonna keep rocking, guys.
Let's do
Keep
it.
rocking.
Okay,
All right,
no.
gentlemen.
Rick, thank you. Eric, take care, brother. John, take care. And
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.